Hi friends, how are you today? I can't believe it's Thursday, but it's really cold out and gross. So I have on my nice comfy fluffy sweater, and I'm also kind of having a crazy hair day. But I've got my friends here. We've got Chase to my right, and we've got Rue to the left. I don't think they're going to be my helpers today because you guys are already so good at similes and metaphors. So let's go over that very quickly, okay? When we compare one thing to something else, it helps our brains make a mental jump, okay? If you put two different things next to each other that share something, you can make connections, and it helps you understand a new idea or see a new image more clearly. So we know that metaphors compare two things, and so do similes, but similes use the words and I know you know what those are. So I have another poem for you today. The poem has both metaphors and similes. So you are going to listen to me read the poem. Rue just got really close to me. So you're going to listen to me read the poem. I will have the poem up for you to read yourself, and you will listen for similes and metaphors to make your brains grow, okay? Because the more we understand, the more we know. So today's poem, I'm reading it from my computer, so I'm sorry I'm not looking at you. Today's poem is called Locket. My oak tree wears a birdhouse, like a locket on a limb. He loves to hold the birds, they always sing to him. He sways in time to songs of sky, imagines travel over land, but he is rooted to the earth. An oak tree must forever stand. Birds sing worldly melodies as round his leaves they dainty dart. Oak will never leave this place. He holds his locket near his heart. I'm going to help you with the first 4 lines, okay? Because I know you've been doing a lot of this on your own. So I'm going to read the first 4 lines again, and then I'm going to go through your graphic organizer with you and tell you what I would write. And then I want you to go through the next 8 lines and add what you think is best to the graphic organizer, okay? So I'm going to read the first 4 lines. My oak tree wears a birdhouse like a locket on a limb. He loves to hold the birds, they always sing to him. So the first part of your graphic organizer says your mental image, right? So when I read that, I think of a big tree, but it has a face, okay? And I think of little birds all over this tree, and maybe the ends of the branches are hands, because it keeps saying he for the oak tree. So it makes me think that it's sort of a person, but still a tree. So I have this really crazy image in my head. Rhyming and rhyming words. So, my oak tree wears a birdhouse like a locket on a limb. He loves to hold the birds, they always sing to him. Limb and him rhyme. So line 1 does not rhyme. Line 2 and 4 do rhyme. Line 3 doesn't rhyme with anything. So you have a pattern because 2 and 4 rhyme. So if 2 and 4 rhyme in the first group, I would think that 2 and 4 rhyme in every group. And these groups are called stanzas. Can you say stanza? Okay, so those first 4 lines, you see how they're all by themselves? That's stanza 1. And 2 and 4 rhyme in stanza 1. Go to stanza 2. Look at the last word in lines 2 and 4. You see land and stand. Do those rhyme? Yeah, we have a pattern here. So now look at stanza 3. And then look at the last words in lines 2 and 4. Do they rhyme? So those are all your rhyming words. And the pattern is 2, 4, 2, 4, 2, 4, rhyme. Okay? So, how does this poem make me feel? This poem makes me feel a little sad because it's about this oak tree, and it's kind of explaining this oak tree as being human and how this oak tree wants to go and explore and see the world, but he can't because he's rooted to the ground. And if I was rooted to the ground, if I couldn't go anywhere, if I couldn't go to school and see you like I can't right now, I would be really sad. So it makes me sad. Some poems make you feel sad. Don't forget though, we need to use big college words for our feelings though. So instead of sad, I'm gonna say it makes me feel sorrowful. And then I would explain why. Now we're at how are they organized? And you could say that lines 2 and 4 rhyme in every stanza. Remember, stanzas, okay? We're gonna start using that word a lot. And then your figurative language examples. So I told you I was only gonna help you with the first stanza. It's a magic word. So I'm gonna read the first stanza again, and I'm going to think of figurative language. I know I've only learned similes and metaphors so far. So those are the only ones I'm worried about. Okay. My oak tree wears a birdhouse. That's a metaphor, okay? Because you don't hear the words like or as, do you? But it is giving you the image of an oak tree that has a birdhouse on it, right? Like a locket on a limb. That's a simile, okay? He loves to hold the birds. That's a metaphor. They always sing to him. So there you go. Similes and metaphors. Now do stanza 2 and stanza 3 on your own in this graphic organizer, okay? And then you're going to, what page is this? You're gonna do page 12 of the figurative language packet. It says simile or metaphor. Write S if the sentence is a simile. Write M if it is a metaphor. Write N if the sentence is neither a simile or a metaphor. So if it's not anything that you've learned yet, put a big fat N. I'll do the first 2. Talia's eyes were as bright as the sun. Do you hear something familiar? I do. I heard the word as. Okay, so simile, or I guess if you see me the other way, simile. Dad was like a big teddy bear. Simile, or simile. But those were both similes, so let's look at number 3, okay? Sandy is a silly monkey. Did you hear the words like or as? Metaphor. Okay. And then you have this little reminder over here. It says, remember, both similes and metaphors are used to compare two things that are not alike in most ways, but are similar in one important way. A simile uses the words as or like. A metaphor does not use these words. Okay, so you have page 12 of your figurative language packet. You have your graphic organizer. And then I want you to write an opinion piece, okay? I want you to write an opinion piece about if you like to be in one place, like this oak tree is kind of stuck in one place, or if you think that going a lot of places and not being rooted down is better, Okay, so would you like to stay in one place and have roots, or would you like to go everywhere? Okay, so that's your opinion piece. Don't forget 3 and 3 3 reasons with 3 examples. Don't you forget. I look forward to reading them, okay? I miss you guys. Bye.